Welcome to the Look Ahead show here for Thursday, December 4th, 2025. We have some Thursday night football to break down. We have some NBA, NHL, and of course, college hoops. A big night of action. Um, as far as how Wednesday went, we went 1-1. We had the Brooklyn Nets there plus the points. Should have went money line as well. But they covered there plus the 9 or plus the 8 actually, and then we had plus 6.5 there with NC State. That didn't come through there against Auburn, so a 1-1 day. Get back on the horse there tomorrow. Um, so yeah, I mean it is what it is. I've had better or worse days. Clearly, stayed away from the hockey. Thankfully, because it would have been a bad one. I think we would have went 1-4 there on those free picks I gave out. But then everything else, I mean, guys, I gave you a plus 300 leads in soccer to hit, plus 700 Sunderland. If you touch the double chance at plus 250, which I like to do that as well, that hits. Oh, yeah. For those of you out there that, wanted to fade the Arkansas Pine Bluff here, first game of the day on Wednesday. Well, how about the 18-point dog winning outright there against Illinois Chicago? So, yeah, college basketball went pretty well. I'll take the one on the chin there with NC State there. Could have found something else, but, I liked NC State as well. Maybe you need to back off, not as high on them anymore. We'll tread lightly here. Just one game at the end of the day. But let's get here into the NFL. We have this Thursday nighter, Cowboys and Lions. Lions 3-point favorites here at home on Thursday night. Total 54. At the end of the day, injury report's ugly here, especially on the Lions side. Laporta is obviously still out. Amon-Ra St. Brown is now questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. At the end of the day, tons of question marks on the Lions side, but then I don't like the Cowboys defense either. Yes, they've stepped up, brought in some new pieces, but I can't trust them. This is going to be a good one. I do have a prop in this one, and I also have a premium on this one. I love this play. Scoop that up on the site. $19 there. That'll be my best bet of the day for tomorrow here, this Cowboys-Lions game. Scoop up this on the site. Again, $19.99. And discount code Tony T, get the 15% off. Prop in this one. We're going to go to Tom Kennedy here, anytime touchdown. Last week kind of made his debut here for the Lions. This is how banged up the Lions are right now. It's pretty rough. Tom Kennedy here, 4 catches, 36 yards last week. Yes, I think he could find the end zone here, and I think the Lions could even find a guy like Isaac Tesla, who found the end zone last week as a bonus prop here. But there's plenty of weapons still on this Lions team. Gibbs, Montgomery. The Cowboys have plenty of weapons on their side. Should be a very fun Thursday night contest. Again, scoop up what I got there on the site, $19.99. Link in the description. Check out what we got on Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's get into this NBA action here. We got the Warriors and the 76ers. Sixers laying 3.5 points here. Total 221.5. Let's get to the injury report real quick on this one. 1 second here, pulling up. I believe there's tons of injuries here looking on the 76ers side. 1 second here. Yes, Oubre will be out. Grimes is a game-time decision. Paul George, game-time decision. Embiid, game-time decision. And Wofford is out. On the Warriors still, no Curry here. And we saw them lose there to the Thunder. That was a rough one. Anybody that was on the Warriors. We gave out Thunder minus 11.5. Of course, they go and win by 12. Handled business there. That was another free pick we gave out. But yes, again, no Curry here for the Warriors. Tui out, Trace Jackson Davis game time, Post game time, Kuminga's now game time, and Horford's a game time. So a lot of question marks in this one. One guy here that I don't think is a question mark is this guy right here, Tyrese Maxey. 4+ 3-point shots made is what I'm going to go to a prop here. He's been a couple nights the last 5 to 6 games here, 14 attempts, 15 attempts on the threes here. This guy at the end of the day, 32 points per game, almost 50% from the floor, shooting almost 39% now from three. Yes, Tyrese Maxey is live on all of his props. I like the 3-point props especially. I think he's going to jack up tons of shots in that one. On to the next game, though. We got Celtics and the Wizards. This one here, Celtics 8.5-point favorites. They burned us the other night there against the Knicks. They got the Wizards here. Wizards 8.5-point dogs, just fresh off the outright against the Bucks there the other night. This should be a little good one. Injury report on this one I remember seeing was a little, a little ugly here on this one as well. I know Jaylen Brown is out in this one, or game time decision. Koulibaly is out. Sharif Cooper, Sarr, Kispert, and Johnson still out for the Wizards. Obviously you want to see what's going on with Jaylen Brown before you make a decision on this game. Game time decision, we'll see what's he dealing with here. This illness says doubtful for Thursday's game. Yikes. Doubt he'll play. That's what it's saying. So if you want Boston, you're having to do it without Jaylen Brown, it's looking like. I do think some of the injuries on the Wizards side is concerning. They're going to miss Sarr, even though they got it done the other night without him. Eventually, it's going to start catching up with them. Tricky game. A prop I like in this game, though, is C.J. McCollum for 20-plus points. He's leading the team in scoring, able to shoot the three. Still veteran, savvy guard here. 20-plus points is live. He's had a couple solid nights recently as well. We'll take C.J. McCollum here at 20-plus points. On to the next game. We have the Jazz and the Nets. Jazz here, 3.5-point favorites. Nets obviously just got it done for us here against the Bulls there. That was a good one. Prop-wise for us, we were looking at Tyrese Martin. And, of course, he always doesn't do anything with 4 points. But we had Michael Porter there, 30 points a couple of nights ago. We don't touch him tonight. He goes for 30 points. I'm not going to get too greedy, though. The Nets, like I said, took care of us tonight, paid us. Can't complain too much. But in this game here, I don't know if I can trust them on the back-to-back spot. It is short travel. But then you look at what the Jazz have had to go and do now. Jazz have to travel now all the way out from Utah. Monday night they played. It's still only a couple of nights. I'm sure they'd rather play those Knicks or, a little more focused on those Knicks there in Madison Square Garden the following night. I don't know. To me, this one is a tricky game. The prop I like in this game, though, and it's a risky one as well, is Lauri Markkanen a double-double prop. He only has one double-double so far this year. That's why I think we should find massive plus money in this game. The front court injuries to the Jazz recently, he had an 8-9 rebound game last time out. I definitely think he's having to take a bigger role here as far as down low in the paint, boxing out and getting rebounds. I like the double-double prop for Lauri Markkanen. Should get massive plus money on that too. All right. On to the next one. We got the Lakers and the Raptors. This one should be a good one. When I was looking at the injury report, a big time out here is Luka Doncic. Luka will be out in this one here. Just personal reasons, it says. Welcome to the NBA. So he won't play. Marcus Smart won't play. He'll be out. And then still RJ Barrett and then Jakob Poeltl will be out for the Raptors. Another tricky game here in this one. But there's, still plenty of weapons on this Lakers side. And Austin Reeves is averaging 35 points per game. What is going on? Shooting almost 50% from the floor. You might miss Luka, but LeBron is back now. I'm expecting him to play. Has he been scoring a lot? Not really, but I think this is a chance he can actually score. And I also think he's going to bring the ball up the floor a little bit, get back to some of that point forward. We saw opening night there. He had a great night passing the ball. And I think he gets back to that. And I think the Lakers actually could still win this one without Luka here. Give me the Lakers here on the money line. And I like LeBron again here, 10-plus assist. I also think he could get a double-double and actually have one of his better scoring nights. So I think this is a great Lakers spot here. Look-ahead spot, you would think, for the Lakers. What they have here coming up next. I remember seeing Boston 76ers up next, the little Spurs matchup after that. So, I think fresh off that loss against Phoenix, they kind of bite down. Critical time of the opening part of the year. I think the Lakers actually show up here and compete and win this one outright. So, again, Lakers and LeBron has a good night, double-double type night. All right. We're on the Timberwolves and Pelicans game here, and this one here is an overfest. Let's just be real here. Over in this one, and I kind of like the Pelicans to hang around. We just saw these two teams go to overtime, and tons of props. I know Ant had the 40-point night. Derek Queen has been playing out of his mind. Troy Murphy's playing out of his mind. And then not a lot of defense being played. I don't think the Timberwolves are too concerned here about the Pelicans. They also are in a look-ahead spot. Off the top of my head, doesn't remember. Give me a second here. Look-ahead spot for the T-Wolves. It was they got the Clippers with Kawhi and James Harden coming into town. Just don't think they care enough. I say this, they go out and win by 20 points, but I think the Pelicans can hang around in this one just like they did there the other night. And they've, been cashing us out against the Hawks the other night. I think the Pelicans are live in this game, and I like the over. I like plenty of points in this one. Hard to choose props in this one because it can be a plethora of different guys there. Let's move over to the ice. This is going to be a long show, guys. We're not even halfway through. We got Maple Leafs, Hurricanes here. Maple Leafs actually just got a win there. Maybe playing a little better hockey there. Might get right back on track here. But I'm not really rushing to the window to bet on the Maple Leafs still, even at a big plus price. It would be Hurricanes or pass for me. Hurricanes probably minus the 1.5, or in regulation a -1, whatever you guys like. And a prop in this one I would like is Seth Jarvis 2+ points. You should get around plus 250, plus 300. Always line shop for that. But I think, Hurricanes, big night. And if that's the case, it'll be one of their main guys, Seth Jarvis here, 2+ points. Another game here, Blues and Bruins. Funky line. Yes, I know the Blues just cashed us out the other night there against the Ducks. Or no, it was the Ducks that we took, but, they got smollywopped, and now all of a sudden they're a favorite in -140 here. Blues have not been playing good, not just to single out that spot. They haven't been playing good really all year long. I don't know. I feel like the Bruins still too much for them here. I like the Bruins plus 120. A prop, Morgan Geekie here, 2+ points. Again, he'll be plus 255. 20 goals this year for Geekie already. I think he can have a big night here and 2+ points. You could go goal anytime goal with him. I think it's plus 135. Morgan Geekie. All right, we got the Avalanche at New York here, taking on the Islanders. Avalanche here in a tricky spot. looking like a juggernaut off the gate. I think this is a spot a lot of people think it's their time to lose here one and drop one. I think it's actually on Saturday when they play the Rangers. This is going to be a scrappy game. Don't get me wrong. The Islanders remember that 4-1 drumming there. So at the end of the day, I do think chippy game. I still think the Avalanche have, as much weapons as anybody there to get this done. Do I want to lay the big price? No, that's why I'm on a puck line here, or again, in regulation, a -1. Or if you want to get crazy enough, look, exact score Avalanche 2-0. Because again, a chippy game, I think this one is. This one could be a little bit of a skirmish there in the beginning. 1-0, 0-0 game throughout, and an empty netter 2-0 Avalanche at 50-1. I'll take a shot on it. All right, we have the next game here, Rangers and Senators. Rangers there fresh off that overtime win there with the Stars 3-2. This one is a tricky one here. I think the Quick there on the IR, it's going to start catching up eventually with the Rangers goalkeeping wise. I think the Senators too, they just had a 5-goal performance the other night. They haven't been playing well. They needed that to get back on track. And I think they kind of keep that momentum going here in this spot. I like the over 3.5 goals on the Senators side. Puts a little bit of pressure on the Rangers. I don't know if the Rangers answer offensively. That 3-goal performance there against the Stars seems like all of the energy they can expend on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do that back to back. I doubt it. That's why, Senators have a big old night, 4-0, 4-1 win. That's why I'm not on the total either. I don't know what you're going to get out of the Rangers. I trust the Senators to score more in this spot. So yeah, on to the next one. We got Penguins and Lightning. Who's been playing out of his mind recently? Sidney Crosby. We'll go to him right here. 2+ points at +255. And yes, we like the Penguins here at +175. 5 goals in the last 3 games. When the kid's hot, we'll go to him. We like the Penguins there. On to this next one. We got Predators, Panthers. Panthers laying the -210 price. 8-3 there last time these two teams played. A big-time drumming. Predators probably not going to want to sit here and take another drumming, clubbing like that. But I still like the Panthers here. Puck line -1, again, in regulation, whatever you guys like. I think Panthers are the side here. And I like a Sam Reinhart here, 2+ points on that. Should get some plus money with that. On to the next game. We got Red Wings and Blue Jackets. This one here have zero interest in betting. The only thing I like in this game is a prop. Alex DeBrincat anytime goal. He's been a little cash cow for us when we pick our spots. 14 goals this year. One of the go-to guys here on this Red Wing squad. Alex DeBrincat anytime goal. All right, we got the Kraken and the Oilers. We called that there with the Wild there the other night against the Oilers, a little 1-0 victory. Kind of feel like we have a good little read on this Oilers team. And now, they're laying a massive favorite price here against the Kraken, a team they dominated already earlier this year. This might be a little bit of medicine for these Oilers. It is a fat, ugly price at -1.5 and only +115. I'm not worried about it, though. I will lay the puck line. I think the Oilers get right here. Big performance. I think they get the goalkeeping too. 5-2. They might even put up 6 goals. I like a team total all over the Oilers. They get right here in this one against the Kraken. All right, next game. They're going to have the Blackhawks here again at the nice big plus price. We called an exact score there the other night, 4-3. Vegas got it done there in overtime. Blackhawks here at +190. I think are live at the end of the day. I think, they could have easily won that game against the Golden Knights, and they obviously pulled that game out the other night against the Ducks. Bedard's playing out of his mind. Bertuzzi's playing out of his mind. We're going to the Blackhawks here, plus 190, and a Tyler Bertuzzi anytime goal. Yes, I like that a lot there. And that is hockey. That wraps everything up there on the ice. On to the college basketball. We have plenty of action here on a small card, but we're going to go through just about every game tonight. Utah State, USF here, South Florida Bulls. This one here is a tricky one, -1. Utah State clearly looking like the better team. A funky line, just their first road game. I will go to a prop in this one. MJ Collins, 20-plus points. This guy's averaging 21. Scored 40 the other night against Davidson, 50% from the field, or from the three, 60% from the field. Big-time scorer here, a 6'4" kid there for Utah State, 20-plus points for MJ Collins. All right, on to the next one. We got Robert Morris and Wisconsin, Green Bay. This one, I actually think Green Bay has played pretty solid this year. Off the top of my head, that Minnesota game sticks out to me. We saw what Minnesota just did tonight, actually, to Indiana. I think Green Bay's actually competed. They've played in some games and actually a little bit better competition than the Robert Morris. We'll take the point, money line, whatever you guys like. We actually like Wisconsin, Green Bay tomorrow there. The Gottliebs get it done. All right, we're on Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara now. Santa Barbara laying the 12.5 points. I was fading Long Beach State the other night there against San Diego, and San Diego is a team I'm actually somewhat impressed with. And Long Beach State wasn't, and they, shocked me, proved me wrong. And here they are now only getting 12.5 points against a UC Santa Barbara team who not in love with the shooting numbers really on either squad. Total at 144.5. I was looking possibly under in this one. I just think they also still get up and down and run, and they might be jacking up bad shots, but they eventually might fall. Instead of dealing with that, I'd rather catch the points in what I feel like is going to be a back and forth type game here. Long Beach State plus 12.5, I think here. And we got Cal State Fullerton at home here against Cal Poly. Cal Poly, the 1.5 point favorite on the road. Big total here, 177.5. Biggest total of the day. Do we go over? I'll let that go. At the end of the day, I think Cal Poly can force some turnovers. I think they can shoot just as well as the Cal State Fullerton, if not better. And, give me Cal Poly live here. I actually put them as plus 1.5. Funky line here if it's flip-flopping back and forth. Just a pick-em type game. Give me Cal Poly in that one. We got UC Riverside taking on UC Irvine here. UC Irvine laying the big 12.5 number. I don't know why. When you look at their shooting numbers, not well from the free throw line, not great from the 3-point percent from the 3-point. And UC Riverside, the complete opposite, over 75% from the free throw line and 35% from 3. I like UC Riverside to hang here. I'll take the plus 12.5. I get it. UC Irvine's been a little bit of a powerhouse recently, but we'll take Riverside here. On to the next one. We got CSU Bakersfield, one of the final games of the night we'll get into here. CSU Bakersfield, at the end of the day, burned us again the other night. We were on Fresno State. They got an outright win. Fresno State was about 9-point favorites in that one. A lot of offseason, turmoil, scandal. They've bounced out of the gate kind of 50-50, but that Fresno State win seems to have gotten them, you would hope back on track. At the end of the day, I do think it's a letdown spot here against CSU Northridge. I'm high on this Northridge team. We've picked some spots here, and they've cashed us out a couple times. A Larry Hughes II here on this squad. He's surrounded by a couple 6'9", 6'10" forwards. I like CSU Northridge here, and I'll lay the 3.5 points. I just think simply the better team and a little bit of continuity on this squad. Give me CSU Northridge here. Final game of the night, we got Hawaii laying the 9.5 points here at home against UC Davis. And I'll be short and sweet with this one. I feel like the public will be all over the over. Final game of the night on a small slate. And we got Hawaii here, who, people think can put some points up. Not on those Hawaii rims. And UC Davis traveling over there across the island across the pond to the island. I don't know. I don't like it. Rough spot for UC Davis as well. Give me the under 145 there in the last game of the night, Hawaii and UC Davis. That should be a fun one as well, the D-Gen special. But there you have it. That's all of the picks there for the slate tomorrow. Let's check out some of the comments here. Who's up in the chat here today, guys? We got DeAndre's back. DeAndre is back in the chat here. Yep. That's a Florida Gators beanie. Yes, it is. I ain't going to expose that side, but Lions defense has major concerns. We know Dallas defense have problems. Over? Yep. Public's liking the over, though. That's the thing. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, public's all over the over. That's the only thing. But I can't blame them. I don't know. I like next man up mentality there in Detroit. I think they step up finally. AOD. Let's do this, bro. Yes, let's do this. Let's make some money tomorrow night. We Vegas out is our brother. Yes, brother for life. Let's get this. Let's make some money. Weskers likes the Jazz. You liking K-Love, huh? I think he's out, but yeah, Whiskers loving the Jazz, huh? Easy money. Nets was easy money. Nets was very much easy money tonight. Going right back to him, huh? That's a battle there. Fun one between Nets and Jazz tomorrow. Of course, Whiskers has to talk about his Syracuse. Oh, boy. He's going to mush the Syracuse orange this year, man. Oh, stay away from the Syracuse just because Whiskers is on him. I'm just pulling your leg, Whiskers. I'm just pulling your leg. They got you done there, money line, huh? He's on the Lakers, huh? I like the Lakers too. This is when Lakers are the best. Oh yeah, underdog price. Why not, right? With the Lakers, come on, we'll take it. Lakers banana clip extendo. Ooh, plus money. Why not? This show is legendary. I absolutely agree. AOD, this show is legendary. D. Kane fears Syracuse. Oh, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be the mush of a century. I just admit that Kiyan Anthony Whiskers is shooting, 40-something% from the free throw line the other night I saw. It's not like Carmelo, put it that way. UC Davis, Whiskers is on there against Hawaii. That should be a fun one. It's a tough spot for him traveling there across the pond. Let me know what you guys think about that under. Oh, he is still in the chat. He says freshman. No. You come in with the hype he has. You don't shoot no 40-something% from the free throw line. That's Syracuse as a whole. And they need to either run some suicides or do some free throws after practice or both. Because Jesus, they got it done against Tennessee. All right, let's let them get a little fool's goldish. But yeah, that has it, guys. That's the look ahead show for tonight. Check out what we have on the site. Link is in the description. All of the stuff we have on Tony'sPicks.com. I will have a best bet out tomorrow in that Thursday nighter. Probably some NBA, a little bit of college hoops. The hockey slate's tricky. I might find one there as well. So, yes, check everything out at Tony'sPicks.com and make tomorrow a winning day, guys. Peace.